Good morning, interwebers. Um, my name is Bearclaw. If you don't know me by now, um, and traditionally this is actually my morning coffee. But yeah, unfortunately I finished my coffee a bit early this morning because I've been awake since just after 5, so going to sleep at around 1ish. Still, I look quite refreshed for some reason. I also feel very refreshed, if though still a bit sleepy. um, and yeah, I can't drink 2 coffees directly after each other in the morning. I will be hindered, especially on an empty stomach. Um, but yeah, so this is sort of my morning coffee, even though I don't have coffee. But yeah, um, so I have no idea what I want to talk to you guys about today. Um, Although I want to tell you that I apologize that I'm not going to be uploading any videos for the next week. I am going on a church camp, first year camp, with een universiteitsoord. That's also through the University of Pretoria, where, as you might have noticed, in the same location as I was on Wednesday past. But yeah, um, I apologize for me being closer to the video or just in a different space than usual, because, well, my GoPro is tucked away inside a bag somewhere, um, ready for the camp, so can't record on that. Unfortunately, it seems to be working better. I haven't yet checked out what the sound quality is like though. Um, but yeah. Um, so I would also just like to point out I'm wearing white skinny jeans. Yes. Um, because why not? Yeah, I bought these jeans. Yes, apparently I'm going to talk about my jeans today. Um, I bought these jeans for Halloween last year because me and my girlfriend at the time, we went as Jesse and James from, or the original Jesse and James from Pokemon Season 1 to 3, I think, or 1 to 4, I can't remember when the new Team Rocket starts and the old one ends. But yeah, so that is why I have a white jean. I thought that story would have been so much longer. Um, Actually, I had an idea of what I wanted to talk to you guys about yesterday, but I can't for the life of me remember what it is now. Um, but yeah. Um, so let me talk a bit then about stuff that I'm planning for this channel in the relatively near future. I'm gonna start doing sort of blindfolded challenges and stuff with my friends and my brother and so on and so forth. Hopefully the first one that I really actually want to do, that I'm actually very excited about as well, is I want to do a blind tasting of all the beers made locally by SAB in Cape Town, with my brother and JLP. I'll not be partaking, unfortunately, since commercial beers don't work with me anymore. Apparently my body has had too much and it doesn't want any more. It has a whole bunch of weird stuff in this general area right here. Um, but yeah, the funny thing is it's not, it's just commercial beers. Craft beers and stuff like that, they don't do it. Also, some of the other beers like St. Louis, which is the national beer of Botswana, it also doesn't do it. So, and I'm not the first person that I've seen that has this problem. I have about 4 or 5 friends who can also not drink commercial beer anymore, for more or less the same reason. But they've also found that craft beer doesn't do the same thing, which is weird. Maybe there's a difference in the creation process or something. Something that they don't put in or do put in into craft beers. But yeah, so that's a bit of a sad thing that I had to do. I think around about November last year and October last year, actually, I think. Um, that I had to actually stop drinking beer, and that is, well, quite sad. um, but yeah, so for the future of this channel, obviously for that challenge, and then I've been thinking of also doing a blindfolded like general soda test, because there's a lot of people on the internet that has talked about on blogs and stuff that you can't taste the difference between Coke, like Coca-Cola, cream soda, and Sprite, and so on and so forth, when you're blindfolded. That apparently what you see makes a big difference in what you taste. And that would be very interesting. I will be partaking in that. I will get someone else to put whatever, wherever, in a way that I can't see it. So that, I feel like that should be a fun test. And then I have a few of these that I've already recorded but never really put up anywhere, because it's some random thing that I thought about a few years back. Actually, I've been every now and then doing videos like that for the last, I think, 2 or so years. So you will see me with long hair, haha. Because until July or August last year, my hair was like properly long. But yeah, and that is essentially, I'm gonna be sort of master chefy like videos that I record, but with 2-minute noodles, where I give you guys different ideas on how to make your 2-minute noodles, or for those of you stay in the US, because apparently there you guys call it ramen. So I feel like that's gonna be fun. I've done a lot of experimentation with 2-minute noodles, and it always depends. How I make it always depends on how I'm feeling at that moment. And obviously that is, well, first of all, with the 2-minute noodles, it's not just okay, put it in for 3 minutes instead of 2 and let it rest for 5 minutes or whatever. It's also what can you add to it to enhance the flavor, or sort of mask a flavor in that specific flavor sachet that you do not like, which I think some of you might enjoy. I mean, I was a student when I started that, so that makes sense, because students in 2-minute noodles, it's life, because 2-minute noodles are cheap. But yeah. And then also, I've talked about Flipflop Guitarist on a previous video where I also linked my video there. But I've been thinking that instead of complicating it like that, I'm just gonna move my Flipflop Guitarist video over to this channel, and then use this channel for stuff like that, where I'm going to do covers or originals, where I collab with. Is it collaboration if it's your own band's people that you're using? I don't know, but where I'm gonna collaborate with Johnny. If I remember correctly, he's going to prefer to be known as Johnny Quaid, which is quite a nice name, if I have to say so, as his stage name and whatever. But yeah, collaborating with him on a few songs and stuff, and now and then maybe a video like something that I wanted to do for Sweet Child of Mine, but it sort of got away from me because well, I wasn't disciplined enough at the time, but where I would take a riff that probably from Facebook or something, that sorry, like a riff or a lick or something on guitar that I've never, well, that I've maybe have heard before, but I've never actually tried to play it or or saw the tabs for it or something like that. Where I would literally take one day, just one day, to learn that riff or that lick and whatever, and then see how it goes. Um, and obviously recording the process. And the thing about that is it's not going to be like one day, it's going to be 24 hours of practice that I put into that one rig or lift, yes, lick or riff, because I anyways want to expand my guitar repertoire and my lick, what do they call it, my Riff Dictionary, I think they called it. Music is Win called it something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, and then also like the video that will probably be uploaded later today. I made a video where I take a few songs whose lyrics supposedly make no sense or very little sense, and then talking about that and seeing if what they say makes no sense, if it's really true, because there's a lot of songs out there that is super famous where the lyrics don't mean anything. But I'm not going to talk about that too much since I'm talking about that in that video. And yeah, just a bunch of other fun stuff. I'm gonna be at some point, because what I really want to do is, well, what I'm sort of already busy with, is making my own guitar, which I'm still deciding, is it just going to be purely acoustic, or am I going to put a piezo in it, or am I actually going to get myself some new humbuckers for my electric guitar and then put my electric guitar's humbuckers in that guitar. But yeah, the biggest problem with that challenge, with the guitar making, was, though, the thing that stopped me from being able to continue, was the fact that I didn't have machine heads or money for machine heads at the time. But I don't want to say luckily, but I've in the meantime decided that my classic guitar is a bit beyond repair. So what I'm thinking of doing, if it's at all possible, is just going to be removing the machine heads and the tuning pegs from my classic guitar and putting them on this electric guitar. I'll have to see how that's gonna work out, though, because, well, I want to make a steel string guitar, essentially either acoustic strings or electric guitar strings, and that there's a lot of difference in the tension and the tension, the force that's put on the headstock of the guitar, or and the tuning pegs and so forth, between classic and an acoustic and an electric. So yeah, and then maybe turning my classic guitar into a computer like a PC box, because I've seen a few mock-ups of how that can look on the internet, and some of them look fucking awesome, and I'm gonna have to bleep that out, and I don't know how to do that. Yay. Yeah. So yeah, that's just a few things that I want to do a bit on this channel. There were a few more ideas that I've had. Like, one of the things that I actually really want to do but I'm gonna first have to do that when I come back from the camp and so on, is I want to do a thing like the top 10 metal licks and riffs by non-metal bands, or the top 10 acoustic songs or non-metal songs by metal artists. And then at some point, I guess I'm gonna talk to you guys a bit more about the band and everything, but that would probably be just in a normal vlog like this. And yeah. And then obviously, since I'm moving Flipflop Guitarist over to this channel, I'm gonna also be doing a lot more covers in these videos, but I think I already said that. And one thing that I also want to do is there are a few funny poems like from Nick Helm and comedians around the world that I want to actually put into song, because it's funny. Like, if you don't know it, go check out Delicate by Nick Helm. It's so funny. That was, I think, on What Would I Lie to You, season 10, episode either 1 or 2. So if you don't know it, go check it out. If you don't know Nick Helm, go check him out. If you don't know who, did I just say it's on Would I Lie to You? It's on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Yeah, which is apparently a Channel 4 show in the UK. So go check them out if you want to. Oh yes, oh yes. Can I just point out, if I hope you guys could have, I hope you guys heard that. I'll probably see in post in the editing process. But that was a guy on a motorcycle playing awesome. It sounded a bit like classic rock, but I don't specifically know that riff, so well, that sounds, so I can't really say anything about that. But yeah, I think that's more or less that for this video. Now I have to think of a creative title for it. But yeah, I'm also something that I just want to put out there is, I know in a few previous videos I talked about how I want to do one of these videos every single day, but it has come to my realization that it's not really possible. So I'm gonna start with aiming at 2 or 3 a week, 2 or 3 of these a week, and then about 2 other videos per month on this channel, which that is essentially my goal, and then at least 1 song every 3 months, whether it be original or cover or whatever. I am currently working on well, 2 covers and 1 original song. The original song is for now titled Here I Am, and the 2 covers will be Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift, which on WhatsApp I actually asked on my status, like, what song should I cover, and my one friend's like, do Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift, probably as a joke, but I was like, okay, cool. You want to throw me into the deep end with a song that I don't really know, that is without a doubt, since I've read the lyrics and everything by now, written from a very female perspective. So I need to change a bit of that and everything. And then the other one is going to be Head Above Water by Avril Lavigne, because it's also been requested by friends. So yes, I'm aware that it has been covered a lot recently, because, well, It's a awesome story behind it, and it's a new song, and I mean, it's Avril Lavigne. Um, but yeah, and she's finally back, which is awesome. Um, but yeah, I think that has been me for today. So yes, I've been Bearclaw, you have been the Interwebbers, and this has not really, but yes, been my morning coffee. Enjoy the week, guys.